What happens when you create something so great that it changes millions of lives?
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming to the Kodansha Presents Hajime Isayama panel.
Most people think success creates motivation, but sometimes success kills it. Because just imagine, you spending 10 years climbing a mountain every day, every night with no shortcuts. And one day you finally reach the top. Then you realize the view is just beautiful. With all the struggles, it was all worth it. The world is applauding for you. They call you a legend, a master. But then someone asks, okay, now climb another mountain. This is the strange fate of many great manga authors. Some disappear after finishing a masterpiece. Some abandon their stories before the ending. And today we are talking about a question that has haunted manga fans for decades. Why do great mangakas stop writing? People imagine authors as the creative machines. They think great artists wake up every day with infinite ideas. But that's not how creativity works. Creativity is not a factor. It's more like a fire. And every masterpiece burns fuel. A lot of fuel. Because many mangaka don't write because they want fame. They write because they have one story they desperately need to tell. Their one obsession became their one dream. And once it's told, the fire disappears. Let's take an example. All Might's power of One for All was the fire with the one goal of passing it to next generation. So when the goal was achieved with Midoriya inheriting it fully, it disappeared. Because now the goal has been achieved. And it always happens to everyone. And the same thing happened with the creator of Attack on Titan. Before Attack on Titan existed, Isayama was just a young man from rural Japan. He was not trying to become the next manga king. He only had one idea. Humanity trapped behind the walls. When he was a kid, he lived around those big mountains like Aote's walls. And that gave him the idea of humanity living inside the wall. He started writing the story. He discovered the theme of fear with adding the titans, the violence of war, and the desire of freedom. Polishing the story for years gave birth to one of the greatest stories ever told, Shingeki no Kyojin. For over a decade, his entire life revolved around only one series. He created every chapter, every week, managing the suspenseful mystery with and mind-boggling plot twist because his writing style had the aim. Everything should point towards the one ending. He connected those dots to reach the mountain. His entire series is now the 7th most selling manga of all time in Japan. And with the ending and storytelling, he had created a big loyal community. His fans expected him to immediately start another manga. But from Isayama's perspective, he had already spent the most important years of his life telling the story he wanted to tell. And he already had climbed the mountain. So why bother with another one? Even after years of waiting, Isayama never started his another manga. But in the recent interview, he said he can't write anything great like Attack on Titan again. He has poured everything he had to tell, and now nothing's left. And that is called goal emptiness. Basically, when a person dedicates years towards a single purpose, achieving it often creates a void because the thing that gave structure to your life is suddenly gone. Now, here's the strange part. We all know failure motivates, but success often doesn't. Because when you are struggling, you have something to prove. But when you have already conquered the world, who are you proving it to? It is like that one quote, what is a king to a god? And this is where legendary creators get trapped. Imagine releasing a manga to be one of the biggest cultural phenomena on earth. And now imagine trying to create something after that. Your every idea gets compared to your masterpiece. Every chapter gets judged. Every mistake becomes global news. That's why manga like Boruto often gets hate and criticism. Because look at what Naruto did. It literally is a legacy. But since the existence of Boruto, the legacy is getting ruined by it. Because success creates freedom, but it also creates pressure. The pressure of your own shadow. And that is called the lightning in a bottle problem. Many masterpiece happens because everything aligns perfectly. The right creator, the right time, the right obsession, the right emotional state, and the right audience. It is lightning in a bottle. And the creator knows this. Deep down they understand. That's why Hajime Isayama said this. I may never create something like that again. Akihiko Noi created 3 giants, Slam Dunk, Vagabond and Real, which is still being published and this is popular too, but not as much as these two are. Both transformed manga history in Japan. Slam Dunk popularized the basketball in Japan and Vagabond made people change their lives and turn into someone they actually want to be. Vagabond is not some kind of typical generic story of a samurai. It is more like a biography of the greatest samurai, Miyamoto Musashi. But as Inoue-san grew older, his understanding of life started to change. The ending he wanted years ago no longer felt true. He wanted to finish the story, but he realized that he is no more able to continue.
しかし一向に手が進まない。
Because he's a different person now. And now he's confused because which version of him should write the ending? The one who started the story or the one who is lost in his story? And that usually happens with artists. For some artists, finishing becomes harder than creating because ending requires certainty and wisdom often creates uncertainty. That's what happened to him, and that's why we will never see Vagabond gets continue again. Many great artists never wanted endless success, they wanted expression, and there's difference. A businessman wants growth, and an artist often wants release. So to get something out of their head, they shake to throw that away and the hunger changes. Just think about it. Would we ask a painter why they didn't create another Mona Lisa? Many creators spend years imagining their finish line. They think reaching it will make them happy. Then they arrive and discover something strange. The journey was the thing they loved, not the destination. Because without the journey, they feel lost. And that is why artists like Hayao Miyazaki never stops even after being old. Their fire never disappears because they are on the endless journey, so they don't get lost.